Plaintiff Karen King says after dating the defendant for 6 years, he left her out of the blue one day. And 3 months later, he was married to another woman. Karen says she gave the defendant 3 loans, but he has yet to repay her in full, so she's suing. Defendant Rodney Dixon says while he was dating Karen, he started sleeping on the couch because he got sick of her constant complaining. Rodney claims since he broke up with Karen, she's been having a pity party for herself, and he's countersuing for a cell phone bill.
Start with you.
What kind of guy that you date or are with for 6 years all of a sudden gets up and says, I'm done with you. I'm totally done with you. And I said, what do you mean you're done with me? He goes, I'm done with all of this. I don't want to be in this relationship any longer. I asked him, is there somebody else? And he goes, nope, nobody else. And I said, how long you felt this way? And he goes, a year and a half. And I said, so for a year and a half, you could not tell me that you didn't love me anymore? Why? I had no place to go, Karen. I found out a week later, after he moved out, that he had a girlfriend that he met at the bingo hall.
When did you all begin dating and living together?
We started dating in May of 2005, and he moved in December of 2005.
Until when?
Until July 25th, 2011.
All right, go ahead.
And then after he moved out, within 3 months, Rodney was married to this woman. Rodney is now the 7th husband to her, and she happens to be the 3rd wife for him.
You're the 7th husband, sir?
Yes.
All right.
Plaintiff Karen King dated the defendant for 6 years until he left her out of the blue and married another woman 3 months later.
Go ahead.
All right. Our relationship was fine for the first 4 years. We did everything. I made my home for him and his 4 children every other weekend, and we did family things. Then,
were you all buying mutual items for the home?
No. No, we weren't buying anything together. Then in
so
about...
who bought everything?
I did. I paid for most everything in my home.
For 6 years?
For 6 years. Rodney
Why didn't you make him buy anything?
Because Rodney had no money, basically.
For 6 years, he never worked?
No, he did work full time.
Then he had money?
Right. He paid $300 a month is what he paid.
Okay, you told me he didn't contribute anything
No,
to
I
the
mean,
house.
I didn't think like material things to the home was what I was talking about.
Did you all have anything jointly? Any joint bills?
Yes.
Any joint bank accounts?
We had a joint membership to Direct Buy that we signed in April of 2011.
Direct Buy is for items, right?
Right.
Yet you say he didn't contribute to buying any items.
No, it was a credit card that I had. We did a contract. He signed it. I signed it.
Ma'am, you just told me it was joint.
It's a... He never paid anything on this account at all.
Now is he never paid anything on it?
I do have...
Yet you had it joint. Go ahead,
I
ma'am.
do have evidence for this.
That he never paid a dime?
No.
That's what I'm asking you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you ever had together?
No.
Nothing joint?
No.
Good enough. Let's go.
Okay. After 4 years, our relationship, Rodney started kind of being real standoffish. He wasn't caring anymore. He didn't say I love you anymore. He didn't give me hugs goodbye in the morning. And then we'd go to bed at nighttime, and I'd wake up in the morning, and he'd be sleeping on the couch. And he did this for about 2 years. And I asked him, I said, why are you sleeping on this couch? And he goes, I've got a cold, I've got a cough, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
That's it? For 2 years he told you that?
And I was a nag for asking him.
Pardon me?
I was a nag for asking him why he was sleeping on the couch.
So that's what you want me to know? Is that it? Let me hear some background from you.
Okay. She was bitter up to this point, and that's since our breakup last summer. And with that right there, she has constantly been a victim, and life is a pity party for her.
That's not true.
And that because she's had numerous vehicle accidents where she's been rear-ended before I met her and after I met her, where she's got back issues, neck issues, where she's always complaining, taking time off of work, and her family members at various times throughout the years.
What does that have to do with your relationship? What does that have to do with you sleeping on the couch?
right there, I didn't want to be any part of it. Though, like she said, the last couple of years, it just got worse and worse and worse and so forth, and I didn't want to have any...
What got worse?
What's that?
What got worse?
Well, just her complaining or her time off and so forth, and that, and where I'm out there working my full-time...
So you started sleeping on the couch because she was complaining about her life conditions?
Yes.
Instead of trying to encourage her and be there for her, you say, I ain't got nothing to do with that, I'm getting on this couch.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Yes.
it? What else?
And there's a reason she's over 50 and never been married.
Oh.
I just couldn't figure it out. And
You couldn't
just,
figure it out in 6 years?
No. It was
Why
just
didn't you
getting worse
leave
and
then?
worse.
Why didn't you leave?
I did last summer.
No, why didn't you leave when you started sleeping on the couch?
I had no place to go.
So what? Get out. Go find another woman. You ain't using woman. You're talking about somebody's having a pity party. You're using a woman because you don't have the money to get your own place? What kind of man is that? You sound like a scrub. Wow. You're pitiful. Not her. What about your new wife? You living off her too?
No.
So you'll help her if she gets down on her luck.
Yes.
Why didn't you help her then?
It's a different love.
Wow.
Woof. You sounding worse and worse.
Plaintiff Karen King dated the defendant for 6 years until he left her out of the blue and married another woman 3 months later.
Go ahead, ma'am. What do you want to tell me about these loans and the breach of contract?
The loans that I had borrowed to Rodney, the first one was to pay off his lawyer's fee.
When?
That was in August of '06.
For how much?
And that was for $3,060. The second loan was to pay a debt off to his brother of $2,400.
What year was that?
That was in 2007.
One was for attorney fees.
One was for attorney fees.
He was down on his luck?
He was down on his luck.
All right. Next.
The third one is a loan that I borrowed to him to pay my mother off because behind my back, Rodney's van got repossessed.
Down on his luck?
Down on his luck. And he promised.
Go ahead.
He promised to pay my mother back within 3 weeks. She approached me 3 months later. So at that time, I said, Rodney, we need to pay this off, and I will loan you this money to pay my mother off. So within those 3 loans, the balance that he has paid is $5,000.
All right. And therefore, the balance is?
My balance I'm asking for is $1,960.
All right. Sir, what do you say to these loans?
First of all, the divorce loan and so forth, she came up to me. She wanted to...
Did you need it?
Yes.
Why?
For the lawyer.
Why did you need it?
I needed it to pay for the lawyer
okay. You
for
were
my
down
divorce.
on your luck. You were broke. What about 07, 2,400? Did you borrow that too?
She said
Did
she's
you
got the
borrow
money.
it?
Yes. She offered it to me.
Were you broke?
Yes.
Down on your luck. What about an 08, 1,500? Did you borrow it then?
No, that she pulled from a savings
Did
account.
you need it?
Yes.
So you were broke again.
It was...
Down on your luck. What part of these loans do you dispute?
The divorce. She came to me, she said, to pay for your attorney, I got a credit card, let's put it all on there. We did.
It's a lie.
I made the monthly
He called me at work
Quiet,
and asked
ma'am.
me.
Let's see your evidence.
It's $170 a month.
That's what that shows?
Yeah, right there at the top, yes.
No, I need to see the monthly.
She had all the bills. It was her credit
I
card
know,
in
but
her
you
name.
paid it.
Yeah, and I give her the bill after it was already done.
Do you have one piece of evidence that shows that you paid these bills?
No.
One check?
No.
One receipt?
No, I paid
You have
cash
nothing.
for everything.
All right. How many years did you pay her cash?
I paid the company, Sears, $170 a month for 3 years.
Oh, you went down there and paid cash every
No.
time?
Yes, that's what she told me to do.
No. He never went to Sears and paid it. I paid it off. I got a statement
Let's
right
see.
here.
You have your evidence? She's going to show me evidence that she paid it, sir.
And I have a copy of the direct buy contract that we went into willingly knowing that we were going to remodel my kitchen, and he signed it and said, this is a good deal, Carol. Let's do
Let's
this.
see it.
And not once has he made a payment on that direct buy, which would be that $3,490, I believe.
Yep.
I do have evidence that I did take it from my Citibank. I have a deposit slip for that.
Let's see it.
You sure can. And my checking statement.
Plaintiff Karen King dated the defendant for 6 years until he left her out of the blue and married another woman 3 months later.
$355 your counterclaim for what?
For a cell phone bill that I had her on my cell phone plan, and a couple weeks after I moved out, she says, Rodney, you gotta take me off your cell phone plan so I could go on my sister and brother-in-law's
That's because
plan.
our cell
Quiet,
phone...
ma'am. Mm-hmm.
So I had to take her off my cell phone plan. And my next bill I had received had every charge for every phone call.
When did you take her off?
It was August 12th.
And you have the September bill?
Yes, it's right
Let's
here.
see that. Ma'am, what do you have to say about that? I'm looking at a bill from September.
Our cell phone bill was always Rodney's bill.
You told me earlier that he never contributed toward anything. Why you roll your eyes? Don't roll your eyes. You'll get thrown out.
I'm sorry.
Well, was that a lie or what?
No, I just didn't think the cell phone was part of me, because that was separate.
Why not? He was paying it. For how long?
Our
4
whole
years.
relationship.
Yeah, he paid it for
No.
6 years. What made you?
No, he didn't pay it.
Or when did he start paying it?
We were in the relationship from 2
When
years.
did he start paying it, ma'am?
I say 2007.
He paid it for 4 years.
Yes.
So why you say he didn't contribute anything?
I just didn't think the cell phone was part of that.
Why didn't you?
I don't know, because I paid a lot of the other
Okay,
rest
I'm
of the
gonna
bills.
have to revisit all your stuff.
But Your Honor,
But,
Yeah.
Your Honor, can I...
I also, in the whole relationship from the time I moved in with her, December of '05, okay, every paycheck I got, I would throw $300 a paycheck
She
every
said
other week.
that? Toward what?
That's $600 a month for my rent, for me to live there and my kids to come over there and stay.
For you to live.
Right.
For you to live off of her. For you to stay on the couch. That's what that money was for.
And so I did provide for myself.
That was couch money. I'm going to grant you $355. I believe she owes you this money. I believe it's fair for her to pay her share. Subtract that from the $5,000 I'm granting her. All right, what does that come to?
$4,645.
$4,645 is your judgment. Next time, don't forget about contributions as in paying the phone bill. Otherwise, some judges would conclude that you're lying altogether and would dismiss your case for perjury. Luckily, you provided me with an overwhelming amount of evidence that indicates he's the one lying. So it appears I got 2 liars, but you lie better. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I am glad for the decision with the court. The judges honored me, and I just want people to know that he's a liar and a cheater, and women beware of him. I don't get it how you just, one day, I'm done with all this. We took you into our family. We did everything for you, Rodney, and you know it, and you know it. I pity you, I really do, because I am done with this chapter in my life, and I'm moving on.
Good.
And I hope you're happy.
I'm extremely
Something you got to
happy.
take to your grave, that's all I'm going to say.
No, I'll be just fine.